The first return of the worldwide LRs. But who should you pick with your hard-earned red coins? How's it, everybody? Kelzglink here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the Super Vegito banner and the return of two major LRs from this year. The Fizz Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, and Super Saiyan Trunks, and the AGL Broly, and kind of talk about who is worth your hard-earned coins to pick up. So let's start with the trio, as this is their first return. This is Broly's second return, but this is their first return on both Global and JP, as is typical with worldwide LRs returning on the following anniversary. So these guys are an all-out struggle Super Saiyans or Power of Wishes category key 3, HP attack and defense 170%. They have an additional HP attack defense 30% for characters who also belong on movie heroes or connected help. And it's actually an incredible leader skill. Lots of good characters are covered, and that's important because of what they do on their passive. Now, I'm not going to go full details in here, but just kind of give you the gist, right? The big thing with them is their 18 key, giving 30% attack and defense for the turn, and them being able to sit safely slot 1 in most cases is actually really good for them. And when they can't, you have their standby available, or they can buff your slot 3 unit by being in slot 2 if slot 1's a bit too dangerous for them. But for the most part, they'll do all right in slot 1 in most cases. Now, what's really good about them is this right here, what they're doing for all allies. They are giving all allies 77% for 2 turns. So if you have 2 of them, that's 150 percent for 2 turns. That's incredible in terms of support. They also have pretty good amount of damage reduction. A pretty good amount of damage reduction on their kit, enough that they can actually get, they can tank most things, right? When they receive a super attack especially, they actually have extra damage reduction, and then plus a base plus 15, and then they also get more when they have where is it, with the 24 key. With the more key they get, the easier it is for them to survive. And when it's not, you also have their standby available, which has a nuke, right? It has a nuke finish skill, and then they're basically invincible as long as you're picking up key spheres, because they have guard. They have a 59% damage reduction, so I mean, they're more or less invincible when in standby. So plus the support is still there, and then although the support when in standby is tied to the number of key spheres you obtain, but it's 7% defense, right? So I mean 10 or more, and you're matching what they give out in their base. So pretty good deal, all things considered. They are an incredible unit, and like I said, it is their first return. It is also AGL Broly's second return. We kind of talked about his value. He's incredibly valuable on the Int and Tech Broly's movie bosses team, and he just needs some time to get to where he can do. But once he can, and these longer fights gonna allow him to do so, he is phenomenal. So the question is, who should you pick up with your red coins? Well, that is actually kind of a tough question to answer, because there's a lot we need to consider here. Number one, we still don't know what the rest of the anniversary is going to bring. This banner and all of these characters are available for 500 Dokkan Festival coins, and I mean almost everybody here has value. With the longer fights, the Vegito is going to get much better, especially with the new Vegito. Because they'll have more time to stack, which means they'll have more attack and defense. Blue Evolution is still Blue Evolution. He is incredibly good. About the worst characters on this, and this by no means saying they're terrible, but the worst characters on the banner are probably these two right here, the Z Duo and the AGL Vegito Blue. These two are likely to have an EZA by the end of the anniversary based on the roadmap that they gave us for the anniversary. So it might be worth considering holding off on your coins until these guys return. Although, you know, if you've been playing for a while, you've probably got a copy or two of Namek Goku and of the LR Super Saiyan 4s. That comment's directed mostly at newer players who may or may not have them. I would have to say that definitely if you are going to use your coins right away and not wait for the characters who are returning on Part 2, which I will break them down when the Part 2 banners drop, the Fizz Trio is definitely worth your 500 coins. They are definitely who you should pick up over anyone else on this banner. I mean, even if these guys are, you know, number 1 or number 2, the issue is, you know, these guys are going to be returning more often than these guys. Worldwide units only show up twice a year. Anniversary units kind of get put here and there, depending on the celebration. In fact, given the year that we're on, I believe the 7th years might end up on the worldwide banners, or the following New Year's banners, right? They'll show up again much sooner than the trio will. So I would definitely say these guys are probably worth your coins. You know, it's worth noting that Part 2 will bring back Beast Gohan and Int Broly, who, I mean, if you still don't have Beast Gohan by now, he's definitely probably worth the 500 coins. He's even better now under the new Vegito's leader skill, because now you have more target skills to use. And then, of course, the Int Broly, he allows the Tech and the AGL Broly to function at their highest levels. So it's worth noting that, you know, those may be something in Part 2 you want to consider saving for. So for now, of this banner, the trio is definitely worth the pickup, but I would say consider waiting until Part 2 when Beast and Broly return, and then making your decision from there. So, guys, that is it for the video. That is who I think you should pick up with your red coins from the banner. It seems obvious, right? This is their first return, and it will be their only return until worldwide again. It's definitely worth it to pick them up. They are a great unit. Having access to their support can do wonders for so many different teams. So guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know who are you picking up with your hard-earned red coins. Let us know in the comments down below. 500 is a hefty ticket, but I do think that they are worth it. But let us know what you decided in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.